The focus of the discussion for this presentation is step number 9 of the accounting cycle, which is the preparation of a post-closing trial balance. It is possible to commit an error in posting the adjustments and closing entries to the ledger accounts. And with that, it is needed to make a post-closing trial balance. What is a post-closing trial balance? As the term suggests, a post-closing trial balance is a trial balance being made after doing your adjustments and closing. So just a little recap, what we close under the closing, what we close are, we close our income, we close our expense, we close the income summary, and we close our withdrawals. So a post-closing trial balance is actually considered to be the final trial balance, and it only contains balance sheet accounts, which are the assets, the liabilities, and the capital account. Why? Because since this is after adjustment and closing, we already close the income, the expense, the income summary, and the withdrawals account. So the remaining accounts that is considered to be open are your assets, your liabilities, and your capital account, which is the ending capital account. Let us all remember that when we close the income, the expense, the income summary, and withdrawals, we are actually closing it through the use of your capital account. Why do we make post-closing trial balance? Since I've mentioned earlier that it is possible to commit an error, a post-closing trial balance is necessary to test equality of the accounts. What you are actually testing is that you want to verify if all debits is equal to all credits. And basically, class, you want to test the equality because if they are not equal, it suggests an error. And if there is an error, you have to locate the errors. And in our previous discussions about the preparation of trial balance, we are given some techniques on how to locate errors. And just a little recap, locating errors, you do the backward approach. You say backward, you try to locate it on the latest thing na ginawa mo. So, if post-closing trial balance ang pinag-uusapan natin, one way, and let us assume that the debit is not equal to credit, so you follow the steps in locating errors, and when we say backward, you might consider first, of course, checking the accuracy of the computation, checking the totals, checking the addition and everything. But if there is no computational errors in terms of adding, then you go back on the most recent thing na ginawa mo. So the most recent thing na ginawa mo is actually the closing of entries. So you check the ledger again before checking the journal. So you go back to the accounting process. Okay, but why do we make post-closing trial balance? Simple reason, as a trial balance, we just test the equality of the debit and the credit. Do we have a general format used in preparing post-closing trial balance? So it is just the same as the preparation of the first trial balance or the unadjusted trial balance. The main difference is that, again, the post-closing trial balance actually do not contain temporary accounts. So what do you mean by temporary accounts? These are the income statement accounts. What is the general format of the preparation of your post-closing trial balance? So of course you have your heading dito. So sa heading mo, you got your company name, the title of the report, which is post-closing trial balance, and of course the date. And here you have your account name, account title, and then here your well, of course it's debit or credit. Obviously you do not have to write the debit and the credit. You just make a presentation of a trial balance, arrange according to chart of accounts. Okay, where you first list your assets, followed by your liability, and then your capital account. And that is the common format being used in a post-closing trial balance. You have your heading and your details, account title, and the debit and the credit balance. So basically, class, in terms of post-closing or the preparation of post-closing trial balance, this is just our discussion. A simple discussion about post-closing trial balance, trying to test the equality of the accounts by preparing a new trial balance after adjustments and closing, where again this particular trial balance include only balance sheet items such as assets, liabilities, and ending capital. These three accounts are considered to be real or permanent accounts.